We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Here they come again, wicked. Here we go again.
It's Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
What's going on?
Yo, so let me tell you something that was funny. I was just telling Neek that I was almost tempted. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do any of my workout stuff today. Didn't hoop today. Didn't do nothing. But now I'm tempted to actually go to the gym, bro, tonight because I had a goal of getting down. I'm late in the book. Okay, so look, I had a goal of getting under 200 pounds, right? And so it's been one of those things, one of those goals that I've had for like a little while though, man. Been trying to. So I went and, cut the grass and everything like this, something light, hopped up in the shower right before the pod and stepped on the scale. I was at 202, right? It's about the lightest I've been like in a little while. Like I'm talking about probably the lightest I've been ever. So I was like, if I go to the gym, get me some good cardio in, I think I might be able to burn a good 3-4 pounds and slide on there about 198. So I'm tempted to go to the gym tonight just to go ahead and get under. I didn't know how realistic the goal was, but what's funny about that is that I had been taking fat burning supplement. Never took fat burners before, and it's the only thing that I'm doing differently in my diet, just in my routine, because I never felt like that I was gonna have that much room in my diet to change how I eat, because I think I eat fairly well, fairly healthy too. And sure, there are some things I could cut back and everything like that, but I was like, let me try to go ahead and try these fat burner supplements that you take at nighttime. And they say, oh, you know what? You can go ahead and shed this quick 10 stubborn pounds that everybody want to go ahead and do. And it's talking about, basically get rid of your dad bod, basically though, bro. And so it's the only thing that I can think of that actually is different. So I'm like, it has to be working. I was kind of a skeptic on fat burning supplements and everything like that. But hey, man, your boy feeling like, all right, we might be on to something here though, man.
Might be on to something.
Yeah.
All right, well, shoot, man. Let's get that music popping off.
Let's do it.
Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
If you smell what the rock. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Hey, listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages, because if you're seeing this stream, we're live on both platforms at the same time. You can click on the bell, the notification. That way you get the heads up whenever your boys in is doing a thing. Ace Kennedy. Hey, man, real quick, had a good time this past weekend, bro. Ran into the homegirl, Kanisha Fleming from high school, though, man. Random is one of the most random things, though, bro. Don't see very many Roo dogs out this way. So it was exceptionally great running into her, though, man. And it was funny because one of the things that was real dope is that when I saw her, right, you share stuff on Facebook all the time, man. It's like you kind of get a sense of knowing what's going on, a little sense of what's going on with people. And after a while, you've seen so much of a person posting that you almost kind of, feel like you're in touch. And so the first thing that she was like, I gotta finally meet the missus because I've been seeing her online for this, that, and the other. And then she's like, I can't believe your son is this big in person because she's seen all the pictures and everything. And it was pretty dope though, man. She looks the exact same way that you and I would have remembered her looking in high school though, bro. And it was cool seeing her this weekend. We was at the Dogwood Festival. It's the first time I think they had it in a couple of years since COVID, though, bro. Dope time this past weekend with the fam, bro. What you been up to?
Oh, bro, been working on music. Just got my pictures back from the Thunder, so that was super dope. And bro, I finished this show called Bodyguard.
It's funny. I started to watch that. Is it good?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. It definitely has some stuff twisted in there that I'm pretty good about catching, like who's what. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out the twist. Couldn't figure it out. Didn't figure it out. Did you? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man. I'm still. I got caught up on Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hold on? Wait. That's something that. Did you get catch up on Tyreek?
No.
Okay,
I gotta do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, so listen, there's something that you told me before about why you something that you told me about what you don't like about Tyreek. And when you said it, now it happens all the time. And this next episode is a microcosm of everything that you don't like about it. It's all of it in this episode.
It must be the coincidence factor.
It is very much about the coincidence. We're watching it, and I was just telling Neat, what a coincidence, right? How coincidental is that? That this
right? It just randomly happened. Like,
listen, the whole episode.
Yeah, because there's a part where the officers are talking, and just randomly, she says, "Oh yeah, I wonder if this is connected to this." And I'm just like, where did that idea just come from? You just magically just pulled that out the sky.
The whole episode, from almost like from the beginning to the end, every single plot of this episode, you can look at and say, that's all coincidental. Like, how is it that you can connect so many coincidences and make a whole story out of it? This episode, especially, and here's the crazy part about it. Probably one of the better episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, despite the coincidence, if you can get past that, probably one of the better episodes. Though.
Well, here's the thing. I have just come to the conclusion that Tyreek is the worst of the Power series. That's just what it is.
I gotta be worst. I told you. I think that it's better than. I think Kanan's the worst.
No, you own that Huckabee, bro. Kanan is dope. BMF is dope, and even though BMF ain't a part of the Power franchise, but
yeah. I mean, listen. I'm gonna say of the Powers, I think that Tommy is the best one outside of Ghost, right? At the original, right? Of these the spinoffs, I think Tommy is the best one. I would say Tyreek, and then I probably would say, I guess, Kate. I'm not gonna be mad if you said that Tyreek was the worst.
I like Tommy. I like Tommy. I don't know that Tommy's.
I love Tommy, bro.
Yeah, I do too. But I think Tommy right now. I think Kanan right now is my number one. Tommy's number two. Like I said, BMF is not in the Power franchise, so.
BMF has the worst acting ever, and every time I watch it, listen. It's almost like I'm watching it because I'm a fan of the idea of BMF and a fan of 50 putting on, right? So I'm gonna watch it from that perspective of supporting it, though, bro. But I just have to accept that it is some of the worst acting I've ever seen, bro.
It's imitating like the 60s, 70s, or whatever you want to call it, like older time frames. So I can get past it. But yeah, the Tyreek though, this is the direct spinoff of the main story of Power. So I expected it to be fire, but I wasn't a fan of Tyreek anyway. the character.
The character. So seeing more of him is worse.
Well, definitely the first season. He's not so bad now, like because I like Method Man's character. I'm okay with I know people have issues with Mary J's character. I don't. I think she does exactly what she did in the first season and has, maintained her character. I don't like Lorenzo.
Boy, why if you don't like him, why till you see this episode? I can't wait for you to see this episode then.
Yeah, I kind of think I know, but either way, I don't like Lorenzo. Zeke is missing, bro. Zeke is missing from the show.
You know what's crazy about this show is that about Tyreek. I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite character. I want to say Braden might be my favorite character. I don't know, but I don't really have one that I just and I'm trying to think. Tommy is just Tommy, so he's a mainstay on that one. So I would say him. Kanan, I guess Kanan. I guess him if I had to. I like the mom. I suppose. But I guess if anybody who's left on Tyreek's show is Tyreek. I'm not gonna lie. I do like his girl Effie. I do like her. She's probably my favorite one on the show.
I like Sax too. Sax, I used to hate him.
Oh my god, you might be on to something. I used to hate him.
I used to hate Sax.
But because I felt that way toward him, it told me that he's effectively playing his character. So maybe Sax by default, by me hating him, he's the only one that I draw an emotion from.
No, you know who I hate the most is Ramirez, the girl.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I hate it. I hate Sax's girl too. The other lawyer.
Yeah, the one he be knocking down. Yeah,
it's like funny. I hate all the good guys.
Well, it's because they so like, they're everybody's out for their own agenda. Nobody's like really doing it for the cause. Like everybody, because you would think that Sax's girl would bring everybody in on the fact that she has Lil Mama stashed away. You know what I'm saying?
Sax is just out here chasing the cheeks, bro, and that's what makes him look like a lame to me. It's like,
but I mean, shoot, he getting paid. He's working with meth. I mean,
you're undermining the person who's getting you paid, and it's almost like you're doing it for the sake of getting the cheeks. And okay, so you'll see on this episode, it will definitely all come to fruition on this one, though, bro. Yeah. So I'm caught up on that, though, man. I still got to catch up on Bel Air. I think that's really.
What's the last thing you saw in an episode?
Don't even start me to lie, because I think I might be 2 episodes behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love Bel Air, bro. I'm loving it.
I do. It's just easy for it to get lost in the shuffle for me because now that Mando's back on.
Season finale tomorrow.
It's already the season finale?
Season finale's tomorrow, bro.
What was it, like 6 episodes?
No, 7, bro.
Was it 7 last time?
No, the total is 8 episodes. This was 7 last week. This is 8 tomorrow. Yeah.
What's fire to me, bro, is that how do you make Mandalorian colder? Is seeing more Mandalorians, bro. And I think that's what made it that much colder to me, though, bro.
Yeah. Did you watch last week's episode?
I did watch last week's episode.
Okay, boy, do you see that boy Martha get in his joint?
Yeah. I like him though, bro. Yeah, I like him. Yeah. I realize that I like him in mostly everything that he plays in.
Yes, bro. I watched what is it, Godfather of Harlem?
Yeah, he's good in Godfather of Harlem. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Very good at that. Yeah.
And did you see that they switched characters of Malcolm this last season? Season 3, they switched the dude that played Malcolm.
So it's crazy. I haven't even gotten to season 3. I stopped that season midway through season 2.
Oh wow! Let me just be quiet then. Let me be quiet.
No. That's just like they switched Redman on Tyreek.
Yeah, but they said something like he didn't want to get the vaccine or something.
Oh Lord!
But
go ahead. One thing that I have been catching up on. I want to ask you this though, bro. So I've been catching up on your boy now. Been more and more interested. R&B Money Podcast, though, bro.
Love it, bro. Love it. I watched that Marques
been-
Houston, bro.
I saw the Marques Houston as well. And I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Didn't know that I would be that interested in Marques Houston, and maybe I should have been, right? Because Marques Houston has been in entertainment our whole life. Like all we've ever known was Marques Houston being.
And he's 41, bro.
He's 41, right? So all we've ever known is Marques. And I guess you know what's funny though, man. For some reason, I don't know why, I've never really given him his props like that. I never really gave him that flowers that I think that he probably deserves, though, bro.
You know who I think took his limelight? Like just kind of not on purpose, but it just happened. Who gets the respect from being young up and it's doggone Ray J.
I don't.
No. What I'm saying is you and I can recognize that Marques Houston was, like you said, our childhood, right? But Ray J has stood the test of time.
I see what you mean. There's never been a time Ray J will find a way to be relevant.
100%.
Yeah, see, even when he isn't musically relevant, he's doing the reality TV. He got his Raycon tech stuff, but not just the fact that he does the tech stuff. He finds a way to bring his tech stuff into pop culture. Like when they did the verses, he put that plug out there that Raycon is holding this thing down. So I think that I agree with you on that. I think the thing that got that I think where Marques Houston is different and why we haven't is because it's hard, right, for someone to stay number one guy relevant over that long, because you think about it, he's cooled off for the better part of maybe the last 10 years though, right? Because
ever since you got served,
ever since B2K kind of stepped in there and kind of took their spot as that best, teenage, R&B group ever since Omarion became Omarion. I don't think that Marques Houston was looking to compete with Usher, right? Like to say, I'm going to be like, no, but when I say that, I say that from a standpoint of musically, while he has the connections, it's when Usher really became Usher, 8701. That's when I think Usher started to become that Usher. But even then, I don't know that. I think Marques Houston was in front of us so long that it was just like people was kind of like, all right, bro, damn, like, come on now.
I mean, shoot, when he came out with Naked though, that stuff.
Naked was fire, bro.
Facts.
Naked was fire.
You know who wrote it though, right?
Yes, I know who wrote it.
Okay, I'm just making sure we all was on the same page.
Hey, but
I got a funny Marques Houston story. Did I ever tell you that I scared the dog mess out of Marques Houston?
No. No.
So, meant to be, we opens up for Marques Houston, K. Michelle. I don't know who else was on the bill.
Now, wait. I do remember, this is just funny. I do remember you telling me that K. Michelle had some pants on that was so tight that it looked like somebody painted them on her.
Bruh.
That's all but when you say K. Michelle, every time you say K. Michelle, that immediately goes to my head. Bro.
That's all I could think about too. I mean, there's other stories I have of her, but yeah, that's one of them. So anyway, we were backstage after we got done performing. We had all access pass. So we ended up in the trailer, right? He just gets off stage performing and comes in the trailer and just see all four of us sitting in there. He kind of jumped and was like, what's up? We was like, hey, what's up, bro? And so, he's like, hey, we let you get your space or whatever like that. So, we dapped him on up. But I'm sure when he opened that door and just saw 4 dudes sitting up in there. And it was us.
Hey, so let me just because I can't let you just skip over something real quick. What is this other K. Michelle story here? Or is that for another time?
Nah, real quick. So my homegirl, she was actually in my video, Katera. She got hired to do K. Michelle's makeup. And some incident happened with that transaction. That's all I can.
I don't know what's up with these makeup artists. And okay.
Yeah.
But listen, so back to the Marques Houston. I think that one of the things that I think is incredible about that particular podcast and his story was when he got to their band, right? That had Ray J on the bass, Ty Dolla on guitar, Ty Dolla's dad as the manager for the band, the music director, has Brandy on the backup. And then he said that at one time they were in a group. We had a girls group with 7 Streeter in the girl group. That they did a record with Janae Aiko when she was like 12.
Yeah. I've always seen her. I knew who she was because of them. Because during the time of the B2K stuff, she was always hanging out in the background and stuff like that. And I've heard some old songs of her when she was like 12. Yeah.
I think that that's incredible. But I think that what's even more incredible is the fact that Destiny's Child used to open up for them, right? Usher used to open up for them. And I think that is just in itself, coming from the security guard of the Beehive, though, bro. Next level. That is like incredible to hear, though, bro.
And chose their first single.
Yes, yeah, and then told them that on the Bugaboo that was the one though.
No, they said
was it Bills? It was Bills. Yeah. I thought that was fire. I thought that was dope that it was somebody. Yeah, we had to lock her daddy up in here and said we ain't letting you leave until you go ahead and change.
Didn't they say Beyonce produced it?
They said Beyonce wrote and produced it.
She didn't write it. She produced it.
No, I thought that they either said that she. I know they didn't say she wrote it. They should have wrote it.
No. She produced it.
With Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Because Candy Burris wrote that.
Yeah. You're right. But they did say that. Yeah, but I thought that it was still fire though, bro. I remember they were working with Shakespeare heavy on that first one though, man. Yeah, and I've heard the Beyonce story and Destiny Child story about that how that song came about and writing that song though. Anyway, but I thought, listen, man, incredible. But then here's the thing that's funny. Fast forward, he's doing like some kind of interview or some segment or whatever separately from that, where he is basically still kind of defending being married to his wife and having married her at 19. He's 41, like you said, though, bro. So we're talking about a 22-year difference in age, though, right? So my question for you is this, though, bro. Is that necessary? Like, is it just like, bro, do you and move on? Like you always say, everybody gotta do their thing, everybody blah 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 blah. But what that's one question, is that should he even be defended? But my thing is, what do you think about him being married? Him or anybody being married to someone where it's that significant of an age difference?
I don't have an issue with it because of 2 things. 1, she's legal. 2, he shouldn't be defending it because it's over and done with. The thing is that he just brought more attention to it. The news cycle, you know how the news cycle is, right? We had the little meme that was floating around about it. That's it. Like, we done already moved on. But the fact that you brought it back up, you have now resurfaced that into the light. Now, unless you are, because the thing is, he doesn't have a new EP out. The last EP he put out was in November. So there's no new product. So, I get it. You gotta, stay buzzed, but that would have been a time like, okay, I'm doing the R&B Money podcast. Let me drop a single. You know what I'm saying? Something. Mm-hmm. But I personally wouldn't have addressed it.
I think that it makes it feel like he's addressing it because I think that he's looking like he said, yeah, we met when we were 17, but we didn't start talking seriously like that until we were 18. And I'm thinking, like, really? Like that I think that he's hearing people like me say, really? And he's trying to defend that. And he could very well be right, but it just still, I don't know why. It just feels like in that scenario that when you specifically say, because if you married her at 19, that means that if you didn't start talking to her until 18, that you said it took you a year to know, boom, I'm going to go ahead and get married, planning the wedding, doing all of this stuff. And that's why I think that it just looks, what the Dr. Umar says, don't you think that sounds suspicious? Don't you think that sounds suspicious? It just.
But at the end of the day, he married her when she was legal. So.
Okay, so here's the thing that he said, right? He said there was something about when he was saying that, hey, when you know, at this point, though, man, I don't think he said it, but there was this implying that, you know, hey, when you out here, you trying to marry some woman now, she in her 40s, she ain't gonna be single. I mean, she ain't gonna have no kids. They gonna have all these other stuff, and it feels like, you know, people were saying you groomed her, basically, though, man. But I mean, he's basically saying, like, man, with these chicks in their 40s, oh man, they got them kids on them, they got this, that, and the other, and I think that a lot of people were offended. A lot of women in particular were offended. I saw the interview, a segment posted on, of course, Shade Room, who only took an excerpt of it. They didn't do the whole thing, but it was, you could tell it was to get a rise out of attention. But a lot of the women in their comment, there's plenty of 40-year-old women with no kid. What's wrong with 40? You blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, listen, man. From that, I almost feel like, while I do think something of that big of an age gap, I do think that it's something that man say, hey, this is my preference, right? And whatever your preference is your preference, right? But part of it is just like, all right, legally, right? But, you know, does it seem right? That's where I'm at.
It honestly don't bother me at all, bro. Like, the thing is that I feel like, you know, because obviously when they get older, the age gap is not going to look as bad. But the other thing is
40 and 60.
What's wrong with that?
40 and 60 don't look like this. 40 and 60 don't look as bad until you 60 trying to take an old man nap on the bench when y'all out shopping in the mall, bro. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Hey, so, I mean, I get that, but you also too depends on how active you are too. You know what I'm saying? You got people that don't think you 42. You know what I'm saying? So
somebody told me that they thought I was 34 this whole time, though, bro.
Okay, so if he's 60 looking like he 50, then, you know, it just, I like I said, people just want to comment on everybody's life. My thing is, if it's working for him, I'm cool with it.
Just stop talking about it. Stop bringing it up to me.
Yeah, that's what I agree with that.
I'm not saying you got to keep your stuff in the closet, but I'm saying, bro, at this point, you married to her, bro. You happy? She's happy. Whatever, bro. Gone, though, man. I don't want to keep hearing about it. That's my thing. Yeah, and maybe, and from that standpoint, who am I? Like, who am I? I'm just telling you my opinion, right? But if he's like, no, this is the absolute love of my life. I want to tell people. I want to tell the world about it. Go right ahead. I get it. But I'm just saying that I feel that there are other people like me who would say, bro, I'm just tired of hearing about it, to be honest with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let me ask you a question. Has Landon had any substitute teachers here recently?
Listen, bro, Landon has had substitute teachers, bro. He has not had a substitute teacher that has tried to fight the kids, though, bro. He has not.
Bro, what are we doing about? Is the teacher wrong?
I don't know, bro.
Don't you have the right to defend yourself?
Hey, but you know what? You could have put it in the Cobra clutch. Mm-hmm. You could have hemmed on up, but that teacher was trying to whip her ass, bro. And I think that was the difference to me. That to me is where I thought that it was wrong.
But
like, it's one thing for you to hem her up.
Ain't nobody talking about her putting them hands.
They're talking about it with them cakes out, huh?
They talking about them cakes. That's all.
What is you doing? Listen, what is you doing out here as a substitute with these cakes out at this middle school, bro?
I mean, she thought she was dressing professional. You ain't gonna see what's underneath. You ain't supposed to, at least.
Man, listen, she was trying to get one of the men teachers out there. She was trying to get old bro from the science department to holler at her, the math teacher.
Man, she ran them hands on that little girl, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie though, man. I'm not gonna lie. If it's my son or daughter, you got to run that fade by me too, though, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Now we can deal with me disciplining my son or my daughter separately, right? But if you were willing to fight my kid, you got to be willing to run that fade by me also, bro.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, but it's unfortunate either way. The whole thing was unfortunate, but definitely in this entertainment cycle.
Hey, let me ask you this though. This is also in the entertainment cycle, right? So this you might know more about this because this is on your account. So they were talking about the Moroccan soccer player, right? So he is currently going through divorce. Now, this guy apparently in the past have been accused of rape, right? I don't know if it's ever been proven to be true or whatnot, but his wife went after him. I guess, you know, they're soccer players. I think he plays in the top league, so he got some loan money, I'm presuming. But she's coming at him looking for half the trap. So they come to find out that bruh didn't put his stuff as assets in his mama's name a long time ago, right? So then the flip side of that is that means that technically his assets are worth less than her assets. So that in theory, when it comes to that divorce, he could be looking to get half of her bag, though, right? So I'm just like, listen, bro. I know that baby and Manny Fresh said they got the bills in their mama name. But listen, bro.
Hey,
is he on to something like?
Hey, City Boys is up, bro.
City Boys is up by like they gained an additional 1,000 points off of that play. But what does that say about what he thought about her? If he did this a long time ago, right? Like I don't know if he did this while they were together or if they were before, right? Somebody said that he did that because he didn't want his rape accusers to try to go after his money or whatever, though, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe that's the reason why. But I don't know how much you tell your spouse. I don't know the timeline of when he had these rape allegations versus when he was married. If it was during the time that he was married, if it happened before he was married or whatever, though, man. But I think that it says something, though, bro, like that you didn't put your assets in your mama name. And it's also protecting you from your spouse, though, bro. Like, did he know something was he prepared? Or?
Man, I want to say that dude was just prepared, bro. It just happened. It happened at the right time, I'm assuming, bro.
He got to give his lawyer a bonus on that, though, on that pull, bro. Like, you think about how much money. I don't know how if he listen, man, he got to be saving so much money. Like, even if he comes to a number, a settlement, or whatever the number is, right? It's got to be way less than half of what he had, though, bro. Like, that's amazing. Like, whoever brokered his deal, oh my gosh, they need to be doing Lamar Jackson's deal, bro.
They need to be doing something, bro.
My gosh, though, bro.
Speaking of Lamar Jackson, didn't Jalen just get paid?
Jalen Hurts just got a bag. Jalen Hurts,
255.
Yeah, he got 255, but I think the guaranteed money is what everybody talk about. And this is the crazy thing about it. So, you know, when you see all of these players and you see teams that don't want to pay certain players and this, that, and the other, I'm always tripped out because Jalen Hurts' deal basically is $180 million guaranteed. But at signing, he's going to get like $100 million. Like he signed today he gets $100 million. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, in
And like next March or whatever, within a window of a year, he's going to get another big lump sum. So really the guarantee money is more like a 3-year deal. And the rest of the money that's not a signing bonus averages out to be about 35 to $40 million a year, right? And so they look at that nowadays like this is the new normal, right? This is a team-friendly deal because he took the big bulk of that money up front. And now that that's listed as signing bonus, the salary cap hit to that is only going to be the averages of that 35 to $40 billion. So, bro, and I'm tripped out on how they're able to move the money around and this, that, and the other, because there were some guys that Philadelphia didn't re-sign for the money that maybe they were saving this for Jalen. But bro, like it almost makes me wonder, like, how do you pay the one person that much money when you have a cap and then still be able to pay the other people to put the pieces around them?
And that's what them big money guys get paid for, bro.
Because the Eagles, they just signed last year AJ Brown, and they did a similar deal to him as well, where they gave him a lot of money up front as part of a signing bonus, and then they aggregated the rest out over the contract, where it was like, you know, kind of low on the back end of whatnot. And this is what's brilliant about the Jalen Hurts deal, right? Because since the 3 years of his is the guaranteed money, that means in basically about 3 more years, he's going to be up at 27, 28 years old for another extension though, bro. So I'm just like, I think it's starting to make Lamar not look crazy because Lamar's his deal was different, right? But it is making it look like, bro, if you had an agent, this would have been done, bro.
Yeah. It's sad at this point because you know he's worth the money, but teams is like, bro, you ain't been healthy. So
here's the thing about it. So Lamar is where Dak was, right? Where Jerry Jones and them could have approached Dak 3 years ago and extended him. Once they said, Dak, you the guy. And they could have extended Dak at that time for like $30 million a year. And that was at the start of when the new money was the new norm for NFL quarterbacks. And so I think that the part that's crazy is they was just kind of like, all right, well, you know, prove it, show it out. So by the time that Dak actually was basically an unrestricted free agent and all they could do was franchise tag him, they were looking at like, listen, man, what's up with that hometown discount, right? And Dak people was like, nah, that hometown discount was before I got to year 5. Right now, I'm technically free. My contract is essentially expired. Whereas I think Jalen Hurts had like another year on his rookie deal, right? And so I think that that's why it sucks for Lamar, because Lamar played on a franchise tag for 2 years, and then now he's on this non-exclusive. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what happens, but that got to be tough to be watching everybody get the bag around you, though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get into basketball, let me ask you this: have you seen that Ice Spy and Nicki Minaj video?
Ice Spice.
I know what I wanted to say.
I can't believe you just said Ice Spy. I didn't, bro, because listen, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because Ice Spice voice is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Like I absolutely. This is gonna sound crazy. It's the most unsexiest, trying to sound sexy voice I think I've ever heard. Now, maybe I think that because she does her version of drill music, and I already don't particularly care for drill music, but I hate how she raps. And what she's saying isn't the issue to me. So no, I haven't listened. I saw that she did have a song with Nicki, but I wasn't checking.
So just saying, did you see the video? The song, I mean.
No, I didn't see the video. Yeah. Is it like WAP?
It is similar.
Okay, then that's different. I got yeah. Okay. They didn't say it. They didn't tell me all that now. No,
it is similar. That. It is similar.
Okay.
Yeah. Basketball, bro. What we doing? We got a lot to talk about basketball. First of all, let's just say this first. What is the most like out of all the series that's going on? What's the one that's the one you gotta see?
The only one that I gotta see right. Okay. It's two.
Okay.
It definitely is the Suns Clippers.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna be honest. I'm totally watching KD. Like I'm watching what he's under the microscope for me. I'm watching to see what he does, how he performs, everything. So that's probably number one, but probably that's 1A. 1B, I'm gonna keep it tall. It's the Kings and Warriors, though, bro. And the reason why I say that is because, bro, listen, I've watched both games and they playing hard. And listen, I think that the Warriors, while the Warriors lost those games, they had their moments where it could have been the other side. And I just think that they are really playing hard. And the reason why I picked those two games is that I'm watching KD because, again, you'd basically missed all the season, pretty much. You'd had your start, you missed a good bit, you missed more games than you played. And now you came back, and I'm thinking if you're there, you're healthy. And if you extra ice it and whipped cream on the top, let me see it. Y'all should be winning, right? So that's what I am saying. I am entertained still by the Russ aspect of it, right? That he's in there. I'm entertained by the fact that Kawhi's guarding KD, right? But I think that the part with the Kings Warriors is that it just makes me wonder: are we really watching the last of the Warriors dynasty, bro? Like, is it really coming to an end? Because people are talking about that they may not re-sign Draymond.
Iguodala been hurt almost whole season.
Iguodala's been hurt. Yeah, I'm just wondering. And even Clay is still shooting it, but Clay ain't sitting in that seat like he used to. And maybe it's going to take him another year to bounce back. But it's just like the Warriors as we knew them to be, the recent Warriors. I'm just wondering if we're watching Father Time and the sand and the Dow just seep away from them. So those are the two.
You think they're getting swept, or they gonna win one?
I think they'll go. I honestly believe they're gonna go 7 games.
You think
so?
So?
I think both. Yeah, I think both.
You think Golden State gonna win both at home?
Yeah, I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win all the home games. I think this is gonna be where the Warriors, they just be somehow they'll get lucky breaks, but they have preparation to where they know how to capitalize off of those lucky breaks too, though, man. So I don't know, bro. Like, if something happens, like it just, I think 7. And listen, I do want to see the Suns and Clippers also go 7. I want to see as much of that as possible, bro.
Couple of questions off of that, because you said a lot. Number one, do you think how the Warriors does that determine if they re-sign Draymond?
Okay, put like this. If the Warriors get to the finals, they're re-signing Draymond, right? But if you got Draymond and you don't get to the finals, then you're like, well, has he overstayed, or have we overemphasized the need for Draymond now, right? Well, here's my thing. Because Draymond is basically your defense. Like, if Wiggins wasn't playing like that, so then you should be able to win a championship. I just thought about that, bro. You should be able to win a championship with the healthy Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, Stephen Clay. Yes, you should be able to win without Dre. But then here's the thing. Wiggins is the only perimeter defender. Looney is good on there as well, but I think that they just don't play that well defensively for those 4. But I don't know though, man. Like it, you should be able to win with them four, bro. You should be able to.
Other question: are they suspending Draymond, and should they?
Listen, I was talking to Neek about this because she was like, "Yeah, did you see this guy?" She called him Drummond or something like that. I was like, "Oh my god!" I bust out laughing because I knew what she was saying. She said, "Yeah." She said he didn't stepped on it. She was like, I didn't think it was like that bad, right? And I was just like, well, I said, listen, the way I look at it is this: I don't think that Draymond should be suspended, right? And I don't think that Draymond should be suspended only because old boy grabbed his leg on purpose.
Yeah.
And so when I told her, I said he didn't grab this, but he's on the ground. Draymond is stepping over him, and he basically tries to put this boy in an ankle lock like Kurt Angle. And then Draymond just stumped. And I said, listen, Draymond stumped on this boy's chest like he was getting ready to do the Drew Hill "Tell Me What You Want" dance, though, bro. He was stumping him out, though, bro.
Don't know. Now you know. You better put them hands together and act like you know up in here.
Listen, man. Listen. The Kirk Franklin talking is platinum, bro. Hey, yo. That boy said, you better put your hands together and act like you know it. That is platinum, bro. That is so underrated, man.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my gosh. I did listen. It's one thing to play stump, but that part is what makes that so good, though, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Draymond, now listen, if he would have just fell down and Draymond stepped over him and did that, that would be one thing. But I just think that because he grabbed his leg, and that wasn't like a natural basketball thing. Like there's no reason for that. I think that you don't suspend Draymond because if you suspend Draymond, you got to suspend old boy from that too.
Well, he brings up a good point though. But what about his history though?
Yeah, but see,
and Adam Silver was there.
I think that what makes him look even more like an idiot was him getting thrown out the game and hyping, yelling at the crowd. Like he looked like he was so proud of himself. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you, right? Here's what I think is funny. Draymond has done some things in the games like that. This is the one thing I think that's so underrated about Draymond, right? I think that Draymond Green will understand at times that we just don't have that spark. Like we're playing and we just don't have nothing. And he will be the one. So he will get a technical, and it makes them, they thrive on Draymond technicals, and he knows it, right? But I think that what I appreciated about the Kings is that they were then to say, no, this is going to be our rallying point, though, man. So, but all in all, though, man, like I think that you can't use my past again. Okay, you shouldn't use his pass against him because this one was provoked.
Well,
that's
the
what
other
I think.
thing is this, right? Draymond at a point you know his past, like you said, you know his past, you know what he's capable of, and but I also it's the fact that it happened more than once. So to Draymond, this is a systemic thing that's happened. Like you allowed it to happen last game, it happened this game, and nothing is being done. And so there is something to be said that, like you said, and plus both of them got flagrant fouls or technical fouls. So you kind of have addressed it, and they're all playing hard. I mean, you can see that the fouls aren't being called on both ends.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, and listen, I do like I do like the idea of referees calling less fouls. Like, I think that the referees, to me, take that standpoint of, I don't want us to influence the game in that way. Like, y'all go out and win the game. Like, don't have us be a reason one way. So I'm okay with that, though, man. But I think that at some point, though, right, then after you've given warnings, then I think that's it. But it's tough, though, when you let a series go on and on and on, and you've been battling the battle. I think that at some point, it's like let's keep it wrapped, right? Let's keep it on wax, like the rapper said. We're gonna keep it on records, and that's it. But once it starts to spill over, keeping it wrapped, then it's just like, all right, this ain't even basketball at that point.
But I think the other thing too, though, is if Sabonis would have got injured, like for real, like broken rib or something, and he had to miss a game, then Draymond would be suspended, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. That boy Draymond was trying to stump a mud hole in that boy, man.
Bro,
I can't be mad.
The meme that they used on NBA TNT, bro, where they had that boy Stone Cold stumping out old boy in the corner, bro. I was in tears watching that, bro, because it just, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough though, man. I'm not gonna hold it against Draymond. Not for somebody grabbing my leg though, bro. It's like, bro, now you trying to impede my. And you saw Draymond was saying, "Hey man, I got to get a X-ray. I got to make sure ain't nothing, tweaked or broken." It's like, come on, man. Like, yeah.
Listen, bro. If Russ is able to knock out the Suns, dog, Flip Payless still is not gonna give him his props, bro.
He couldn't give him he couldn't give him his props. He couldn't give him his props then when he played well. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are you interested in this LeBron series anyway?
Somewhat. And this I'm low-key distracted here by this Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. I'm not that blown away by it, bro.
I didn't say nothing about being blown away, but you got to pay attention to the visuals that were going on.
I was trying to watch it, but
Nicki is trying to act up.
Yeah, I got this. I'm watching it. It's so far when it's Ice Spice song, so it's more her than Nicki. But I don't. I for some reason, bro,
the song is not that fire. You know what I'm saying?
Not just that. I'm just saying that Ice Spice just isn't for me. Like, in any kind of way, I can't. No. Anywho, though, I do want to see. Listen, I do. If you'd have made all those moves, and the big thing that everybody was saying is that, in order for you to to move forward, it's addition by subtracting. You get over Russ, and then that makes you a better team. Like, y'all better go ahead. And I'm not gonna lie, they've been looking better. So I think that, I am curious though to see what the Lakers do. I'm not as if Ja Morant isn't playing, I'm less interested, right? True. Yeah, I'm less interested. So I do like Dylan Brooks being Dylan the villain. Thought that's fire, bro. Like, I just like this sounds crazy, but I like what Dylan Brooks represents. The idea of it's us against everybody else, right? And I don't care to be friends with these boys. I don't care about none of that other stuff, though, bro. And so I like that he's embracing being not so liked. Right. It's dope to me. Yeah. So I don't know.
What else you got on it, bro?
Listen, real quick. So when it comes to that, you know the league the series that I'm the least interested in.
What's that?
Is Philadelphia and Brooklyn. I was watching it and fell asleep on it, bro. I like that. I like seeing Mikal Bridges open up his bag. I thought that. Listen, I just thought that he was going to be a 3-and-D guy, right? Where he just catch and shoot threes and play great defense because of his wingspans, though, bro. But I didn't know that his bag was that deep. He looks like a whole different person out there in Brooklyn, though, bro. And so, but even with that said, not at all interested in it. It's just, and let me tell you the one thing that that just drives me insane about him. I absolutely hate that Joel Embiid is as good as he is and flops to do all these extra things. Like it's just I watch him play though, bro, and I'm like, but it is not necessary. Like you got Nick Claxton guarding you, and you already 60 pounds bigger than him. You can dribble, you got all you are 10 times, and you got to do all these extra things, oh bro. He seemed to be so OD, like it's just ridiculous. But I'm so not interested in that series, though, bro.
I'm not interested in the Denver series. I'm not interested in the Boston series, and
I haven't even watched a Boston game. I stayed up one time because I was like thinking that I was gonna watch the Nuggets game, and then the game didn't come on until midnight my time. I was like, oh hell no, maybe I would have gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not. I think I think I'm interested in the Cavs and the Knicks. And you said what? You ain't interested in that one?
No, listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm only waiting for the Knicks to lose, bro. I listen. It drives me insane. Like I said, New York Knicks fans are the Dallas Cowboy fans of basketball. It's like all they need is a grain of good play, and we back. Willis Reed coming out of the locker room. Patrick Ewing coming back. It's just like it drives me insane. So I'm literally just I can't wait until the Knicks because I'm waiting for Stephen A. Smith to just have his meltdown about them losing, and it's coming. So I just
Michael Irvin should come up there and
he should, bro. Face. He should, bro. But I just oh my gosh, man. Like it's every time they just play a little good in the playoff game. This is our year. This year different. What's up? Blah 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 blah. Son, no, I can't wait for these boys to lose. So
yeah.
Now I haven't watched a Knicks game. I haven't watched a Boston game.
I like watching Spider play, bro.
I do like watching Spider play, man. I do too.
He be getting busy though.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though, bro. This is one thing, and we can get out of here on this though, bro.
Yeah.
So, I think I told you this. This is one of the things that I love about TikTok, bro. So, I had to find out on TikTok that Daniel Caesar was canceled. Right? I was like, wait a minute, because he had the dope song, the dope solo song that he had, a real dope single. He had the song with her. And his first, I was really rocking with the Daniel Caesar first album. Yeah. And then basically he comes out and says something about this chick. This is again how old I'm getting. But he comes out to the defense of this girl, Ye Julz. Now, Ye Julz, I think she's just the way I understand it, social media personality, whatever. But she's a white chick, though, man. Thick white girl, bro. And I think that looks like she is trying to be of the culture, right? But I guess a lot of people were basically saying, like, yo, she's kind of appropriating black culture, blah, 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 blah. And listen, she looks good. I'm not going to even lie. So Daniel Caesar basically just jumps out of the window in defense of her. Like, why can't black people do this? And he says, listen, I'm sorry. Y'all can cancel me all y'all want to when I say this, but I think this, that, the other. And it was jumping out the window in defense of Ye Julz. Now, mind you, I don't even know. I've never seen this woman before until this comes on up. And it was almost like somebody said, yo, okay, you said we can cancel you all we want to, huh? Bet. And nobody hears from Daniel Caesar in like 4 years. And the last time I saw something about Daniel Caesar, he was trending because this guy on TikTok made a video and he's singing his song. And in the middle of the song, his girl slaps him in the face. And he is just all of his girls, he's a skinny dude. He's with this bigger girl. She be whipping his tail though. And you can't tell if it's real or fake. But that little excerpt had him back trending, but he's never been back on. Anywho, apparently he fast forwards now, like almost 4 years now since that happened. He apologizes for this though, right? And so he sounds like he was contrite. I hear the contrition in his voice. So my question for you is that, does that mean he's uncanceled, or is he still under review? Like, is his apology still being reviewed? Is there a grace period after you accepted that you were wrong in whatever way? Like, what is the process of getting back in the graces of our culture in particular? I'm not talking about cancel culture. When Black culture feels like you did something wrong,
you got to win, bro. That's it. Winning cures everything.
Winning cures everything.
And the thing is, I saw that he was uncanceled on Joe Budden, so I'm assuming he's officially uncanceled.
See,
the fact that it's back in the news cycle, we talking about it. The Joe Budden podcast was talking about it. Other outlets were commenting on it. So he's officially uncanceled.
Listen, man, I think here's why I think your first statement is right. You might be uncanceled, right? But to get our attention, you gotta have something. Yeah, you gotta win. You gotta have that boom,
juice.
Let me drop it. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I was like, I really like Daniel Caesar, but I'm not gonna lie. I low key, you know what it was, man? It was almost like his. So one of the things that I don't like that I can't stand that people do, is especially, I'm not gonna, and I'll be very specific when I say this. What I don't like is when somebody talks down one race of, let's talk women, right, or men for that matter. But when you talk down, let's say a female, right, a Black female who says, I date white men, but in the process of that being your preference to uplift white men, you talk down black men. Right? You say, oh yeah, these Black dudes out here, you know what I'm saying, not taking care of their kids and all the other things out there that they say. And the same way, the same goes to when it comes to Black men that say, oh, I only date white women because I ain't messing with some ghetto ratchet that got weave and all this stuff. And so you're talking down Black women. And I think that's how Daniel Caesar came across as, yeah, it's one thing that you might even know this chick, you might like her, that might be your cup of tea, but for you to come and attack what it seemed like as Black women in the process of coming to defense of this chick, right. I think that's what got him canceled. But
and she didn't even know who he was.
Yes, that's the bad part. You were defending somebody that if you know her, but she don't know you, so you just listen. I'm not gonna lie. I might defend Beyonce like that.
Right.
She don't know me, but I would defend Beyonce like she is my sister.
Yeah.
I ain't letting y'all talk about Beyonce now. But at the same time, though, bro, if she says like Daniel who, and you then got canceled behind somebody you don't even right. know your name, boy, you better go.
So you basically saying you ain't like how Marques Houston was talking down on 40-year-olds to big up his 19-year-old. That's what you
I don't see. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with Marques Houston doing that, bro. I don't have a problem with Marques Houston talking down on 40-year-old women to talk up his 19-year-old girl. And the reason why I say that, because that's that man's wife, bro.
I get it.
Yeah, that's your wife. Like, if for me, I don't have a problem if for you to uplift your wife. This is the woman. This is the reason why I say that's a whole lifetime that you're planning to spend with somebody. So if you feel like you need to talk down every single woman on this earth to uplift your woman, and do that, bro. Do that. So I don't have a problem with Marques Houston defending his wife. I think that he's defending the scenario of how they got together, and he's trying to make it. He wants you to believe that he wasn't out here low-key pedophiling and grooming this chick. And that's, again, a common thing because it's a very Hollywood type thing that happens. So, you know, hey.
I feel you.
Early in the week, though, man, what you got going on for the week, though, bro?
Man, I was working on this track earlier today. I started having some ideas. I got a song title in my head for this song. I think it's a dope idea. So I got the beat for it. I just need to create. But other than that, man, that's about it.
I gotta send you. I'm gonna probably log on here in a minute. I already got it pulled on up. I had one of my ADD moments where I probably have like 6 beats that I started that I think all of them are fire. But I gotta send you. I gotta send you my my interpretation of what you sent over though. And listen, shout out to Donnell. I did see that the homeboy Kai got banned from Twitch, but listen, I don't know. He's the top Twitch person. I don't listen. I feel so old when it comes to Twitch because I have no idea. I know what Twitch is. I don't understand the significance of what he mentioned on this though. But I did see that he recently was banned from Twitch. I don't know enough about it or Twitch to even comment one way or the other though, bro. You might have to enlighten me on that though, bro.
Yeah, it's a live stream for him, man. People like a lot of the gamers be on there doing their thing, getting paid out there. And
I know that he's pretty. Yeah, I know that he is he's the #1 stream person on Twitch. But I think that here recently though, man, he won like that social media, like the Webby or something like that, for like the best streaming personality. I mean, he makes good bread. He has some moments though, man. He did he had he had your boy Blueface and Christian on his stuff though. He just recently had Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia basically talk about they're gonna put they betting their purses. That's what they say, that they're willing to say, whatever my money is, I will bet that against you that I win. That's crazy if they actually do it though, bro. So yeah, I don't know. I appreciate that though, done there. I'm trying not to look old, but listen, it does sound old now that I'm saying that. I don't know nothing about no Twitch. I know what it is. We just don't. I don't got any reason to go on Twitch. I barely got a reason to go on Twitter, bro.
What you got up for the week, bro?
I think that for the week though, man, I think that I'm back in the lab. So I'm mixing a song. I still wanted to get your feedback on the song that I sent you that I listened to it in the car and I like the mix on it. It sound pretty dope. I think that I'm gonna mark this one as a done song though. It's pretty cool. I like it anyway. It came out exactly how I wanted it to sound, the energy wise. A little tightening up on a couple things that I wanted to do though, man. But I think I'm back in the lab to where I'm trying to do some more. I got some crazy ideas for a couple of songs, and so yeah, I'm back in the lab this week, knocking those down and trying to get those things laid up though, bro.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
it though, man.
Right,
on that note, man, I appreciate y'all for checking us in the comments. Let us know what you think when you rewatch this though, Ace Kennedy. Let's get this rolling, man.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we're too radical with our message. Well, I got news.